And the other side of that coin is this abomination we call the Manosphere, who are just taking advantage of it, you know, of these lost young men and making money and putting a bunch of toxic garbage out there.
Yeah. Ooh, now you're on it. So and I think that's absolutely right. Describe that toxic garbage so people can identify it, because I think people need to have their eyes open to this.
The toxic garbage mostly, and I'm going to have to expand on this after I say it, okay? Most of the toxic garbage that comes out is we have a bunch of weak men.
I mean, we call it mental health.
So what makes a man? Easy answer is a man makes another man.
Well, that's right.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
A whole man, a healthy man.
A whole healthy man is what it takes to make another man. I mean, we're not born with this. We don't come out of the womb knowing how to be a good man. It's taught to us. We're raised in it. And if a man is not raised and taught by a man, then he's never going to be a whole man.
I believe that we got to be honest about our relationships with women, and how we, like Lady Dodd was also saying, we let women define what a man is. And a lot of women have they want leadership selectively. They want you to lead me in some places, in other places you can't lead me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you may have a suggestion of a book to read, or, they don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But you can lead me as far as paying the bills. You can lead me as far as, making sure I get on trips. And it's like, but they don't want leadership is saying, hey, and I've said this before, don't wear that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that picture on the post. It's like they put parameters on where a man can lead. And historically in our community, we've been telling men for a long time that the black woman is the black bone of the community. So a lot of brothers have discarded their whole manhood as just, it's even grandpas that have known to just give mama the check. So it's like men have told themselves that they're just beasts of burden. And then they look at the woman as the intellectual guy. So you got a generation of men who, you want them to be men, but at the same time, we've been telling men that your manhood is still determined and filtered based on what the woman says it is. And I think for men to be leaders today, they have to be willing to lose men or women at the expense of being a man. And a lot of men are afraid to lose our women's approval at the expense of saying I'm a man or not. And I think when men can get over a black woman saying you're mean and all of that shit, then we can get a lot further, because they feeling the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry, the same thing that attract a lot of black women, the same thing that's going to tell you to sit your little ass down. It's the same energy. It's just you don't like it when they come at you.
Which then that comes into what, we have today. And we've got two sides of today. We've got guys like myself, and Ryan Mickler's a good friend of mine. Yeah. He's coming out to Kentucky next month to spend about 3 days with me.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, but you got guys like that whose focus is doing what we can to help.
Yep.
But every coin's got two sides.
Yep.
And the other side of that coin is this abomination we call the Manosphere, who are just taking advantage of it, of these lost young men and making money and putting a bunch of toxic garbage out there.
Yeah. Ooh, now you're on it. So and I think that's absolutely right. Describe that toxic garbage so people can identify it, because I think people need to have their eyes open to this.
The toxic garbage mostly, and I'm going to have to expand on this after I say it, okay? Most of the toxic garbage that comes out it's all women's fault.
If feminism started because men failed to lead well, what does real leadership for men look like today?
I'm waiting for men to answer that first. I think that's is on them to, which I think is needed. I think men can teach other men how to be men, but I think women can teach men how to be with them as a woman from a masculine perspective.
Great point. And White, it's on you, baby.
When he's saying the feminism was a result of men not leading, I'm guessing he's by the way he responded to the Manosphere thing, that he agrees with the trope all the way around, that men are weaker, right? Would that be a fair assessment?
Yeah.
Okay. So I do agree that everything today in today's society is men's fault, because we are supposed to have the position of leadership, and all the blame and victory goes to the leader. So if something is off, it's because we didn't set it correctly. And if things got out of hand, it's because we allowed them to get out of hand. Do women share a portion of the blame? Yes, but ultimately it's still on us, either the father, the husband, to set things in motion the correct way, is my personal belief. And I've always believed that it's going to be very hard for me to change that, because I see what effective leadership can look like in the house, and the trickle down that it has on everyone, from the wife to the kids, and how that's the ideal way you want to set up a family. So it's on men. Men will be the only ones that'll be able to fix this. Like any problems that we see within society right now, there's nothing that women will be able to do to change us en masse as men. And if they can, then that would remove the narrative that men are leaders, because we'll be following women in order to change who we are, or whatever necessary changes need to be made. So yeah, the thing that it'll take to fix it is us just taking personal accountability and responsibility, reach one, teach one, and then trying to incentivize the things that we think would be successful to be taught, that they're pushed in a way where it can be propagandized to be something that women are attracted to. So the character traits that are currently seen as something women are attracted to would not be the ideal character traits, judging by some of the things that I think True was saying earlier, and just in general, like if you don't got a big ass chain or this, that, and just random materialistic traits that don't equal a solid family, right? That people could be judging or selecting for. So it would take some type of propagandizing of the things like character, of responsibility, of trustworthiness, of like what servant leadership looks like, and unilaterally apply that to be the thing that we award men and just men across society for, in ways that they can see the benefit in behaving in that way. I think right now it's no benefit. A lot of men say they're not going to get a woman that is going to follow, so they can't have a family. And then what's the other thing that they would say? Everything that they would be rewarded for historically through society has been removed, and then masculinity has been villainized. So it seemed like if you try and be a man of yesteryear, you're gonna get punched at. And if you conform to the new version of what people say they want in masculinity, you're gonna get attacked. So it seemed like men just can't win on either side. So it's real difficult right now, I see, to correct things without also correcting how propaganda looks, and not demonizing men at every turn.
Right.
So it's teaching these boys to despise women.
Right.
Okay. Now, women share the blame, but the key word there is share. Feminism today was caused by men who dropped the ball.
That's right.
All the way back when feminism started, women had enough. They had enough of men who weren't being men. And they're like, I think we can do a better job.
Yeah.
So I agree with Marcus on that. From my experience and what I've been seeing is that women tend to say a man is not a man, or he's not leading properly, are the ones who normally they have a job, but it's not like a good one. It's not a consistent job. Like, it's not elevating. They're just stagnant into like that one salary bracket, and they're not able to elevate the household. So you go from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom apartment to a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not growing. I hear women complaining a lot about that financial aspect, and then they'll take a man's masculinity away because of it. A lazy man. So I guess like a man just coming home from work and just sitting on the couch watching TV, they're not helping around the house, whatever that looks like for that person. They will say that that's not a man, he's not leading, and all of that. So I think it's more of men needing to set a standard in the house. Like, I feel like men are allowing women to say what a leader is instead of it being like, this is what I am, this is what I'm representing, and this is what we're going to do. Like, a leader just kind of sets the tone. So you don't set the tone and then you allow the lady to just do whatever and then stuff start going left. It's because you allowed it to go that way. You didn't say, hey, you know, I understand that you want this, but I think we need to do this because it's more economically, you know, it's better that way economically. So just having more of a voice, just talking more. I see a lot of men just allowing things to just be handled by the wife only. Now, women do have good qualities. Obviously, I'm not talking down on it in that way. We have good qualities, and women should execute those good qualities. But then the man also needs to execute his qualities, and then together you guys do it in that way. But some stuff, like, let's say what us women, some of us are very materialistic. So a lot of purchases that's happening is like a waste of money. So somebody got to be there to budget. So when things like that's about to happen soon, or we got the government shutdown currently, right? For people that's affected by that, then you have this EBT situation that's about to happen. If the man had set things in place and say, hey, this year we're not buying that, right? They're so quick to, oh, well, I want to please my wife. Okay, well, you're going to be in a situation a year from now because you didn't set a standard. You got to have like goals. Look at your finances. It's a lot of stuff to look at. It's more like, I'm gonna just let her do it because I'm lazy. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you better figure it out. You have a wife and kids. So if you didn't know at that moment, this is the time to figure it out. Like, don't just allow things to just sweep under the rug. I feel like men, since we're talking about that, need to do more research and learn about life, learn about how to raise a family. What does that look like 5 years from now, 10 years from now? The kids are getting older. You're getting older. Your wife is getting older. What do we need to do? And then set the goal. I just don't, from what I'm saying, men do it. And then there's men who don't do it. Some of the men who do it, sometimes they tend to have a lady that's just not supporting it. Like, I've seen men share excellent ideas and their ladies like, nah, I don't like that. That sounds crazy. Like, you know, shaming whatever their man is trying to do, like not being supportive. So it's a lot to it. I think it's both men and women, but men, since they're supposed to be the leaders, then lead it. Doesn't matter if she don't like it or not. If you feel that this is going to go in the right direction, then you need to go ahead and do it. Prove it. I don't know how you want to explain it to her, but proving it somehow, sometimes proving it takes time. But just go ahead and do it. And then see, I told you, this is, you know, when the time comes and everything is, you know, right, you say, hey, this is what I was trying to tell you the whole time. You know, it's okay to kind of just wait for things to change. So that was kind of long, but that's my thoughts.